Hey everybody, there's just no way I could get through this day without saying hi to everybody, and I wish you well out there. And you know what else I can't get past on this day? The fact that I was at Walmart and I didn't have to get but a couple of items, and I had to go to regular checkout because there's no real people anymore. So you have to go to your what do they call it? Self-check. Okay, so I went to self-checkout. I used my debit card. It's denied. I said, oh, that's strange. Especially for the amount I'm getting. I'm sure I've got that. You know what I'm saying? I know I have that. But anyway, I said, okay, well, if this is not working, let me just try another one. I tried another debit card. It wasn't accepted either. So I fooled around with that for a few minutes, and then I finally asked for assistance. And the young lady came over and she ran the card through, and it didn't work then either. But she said to me, let me just take you over to another register because we've been having trouble on this one all day. So I said, okay, no problem. How about I just go ahead and pay cash here so I don't have to move over and take all of this stuff with me? She said, oh, no, I'm sorry. You can't use cash here. The only way you can go with cash is if you go through the cashier, the regular cash registers. I said, oh my goodness, you mean to tell me I have to take all of this stuff all the way down to the end where there's only one person with a long line? I can't use cash here? She said, no, we don't do that anymore. So anyway, bottom line is she tried the card again and voila, the card worked. The debit card worked. The very ones that we were using before, all of a sudden it worked. I'm saying all this to say, I don't know what's going on with the banking system, with the transactions that we're dealing with right now, but I just got through dealing with a crazy situation at my credit union just a couple of days ago. I'm putting money in and I'm not seeing it show up where it's supposed to show up. They tell me it's a simple glitch. They can't explain it any further than that. I think we're going to have a lot of issues going forward, you guys, concerning banking, concerning debit cards. They're trying to force us to only use the debit card, right? So what is really going on? What is really happening? I paid for another item in another store with cash, and I put the change in first. It was 9 pennies. I put the 9 cents in first and then paid the $2, right? So I paid it with a $5 bill, waiting for my $3 to come back. First of all, the 9 cents that I put in, a nickel and 4 pennies, y'all. It took the machine forever just to calculate that. And then it spit out 2 pennies, showing that you still owed 2 pennies. So now I had to put those 2 pennies back in. I'm so glad nobody was waiting because it took me at least 10 minutes to do a simple transaction. So then I put the $5 in for the remaining $2 owed. And I'm telling you what, if I had gotten into a conversation with someone, I would have forgotten my change altogether because it took so long to give me my $3. So, pay attention out there, you guys. There are so many changes coming about so rapidly. And it has to do with our money, it has to do with our food, it has to do with our gas, our medical health, everything. Everything is being changed. Everything is changing rapidly. And if you're not cognizant of it, if you don't pay attention to what's really going on, you're going to lose out. Pay attention.